Hey YouTube, I'm back with another deck profile. Today we're going to be doing a deck profile on my updated Celestial deck. So Celestials did get some new support. I didn't really feature a whole lot of it last time. I covered Angel Feathers, which was back when set 7 came out, I believe. So it's been a while. It's been a couple of months now, like 3 months or 2 months. But anyway, we're going to go over my updated Celestial build. So this one's unique. I didn't really play around with Celestials that much, since I preferred to play the new Rescue and the other build, my no-seal build. But Celestials have always kind of been, for a long time, Celestials was the Angel Feather deck that existed. Zerakiel came out way back when Break Ride format was like not even, like when it was just starting, basically. So Celestials kind of revived Angel Feather for a while, because before then there was really just Shamshell, and she was like a 10k, so... but Celestials were pretty good. They're pretty fun deck. They're not like super... They're not super good like Rescue and No Seal, but they're still a fun sub-clan to play. So, for the Grade 3 lineup, this time around I'm going with Spiral Celestial Helm. So, the nice thing about her is that she has inherent critical pressure as her limit break skill. So she's kind of the opposite of Zerakiel, whereas Zerakiel was powering up the whole field, kind of like Royal Paladin. She's more center line focused, kind of like Shadow Paladin. So I kind of went with that this time around with trying to build this deck. And also, with the new support that they got, Zerakiel isn't really all that great anymore, at least not with the current cards that they got. We'll go over why. So I feel like Helm actually benefited a lot this time around. And then the other Grade 3 that did, besides the running the Break Ride, which is kind of like very slow right now, especially for Angel Feather, the next best one that I could think of is the newer Legion that the Celestials got, Accident Celestial, Batrail. So the reason why I went with Helm and Batrail is because both of them have the ability, whether it's the Legion skill, when this unit Legions, or this unit's limit break skill, where they can like cycle something into the damage zone and then get something out. So making them kind of like Gavril, her on-strike skill in a way. So that's the reason why I went with these two as opposed to running Zerakiel or like Ramiel Reverse or some other kind of weird build. I may revisit Ramiel Reverse though. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to build a Ramiel Reverse deck with Ramiel, or like a pure, like old school Ramiel style. Because I feel like Ramiel could also be a pretty good build, because she does have retire power, so... But anyway, that's the Grade 3 lineup. Helm and Batrail. I feel like they work really well with the new Stride support, as well as the new cards that Celestials got. So, next, 3, Control Celestial Hell. She is Legion made for Batrail. She has Soul Charge Unflippability, or Countercharging and Soul Charging ability. 3 of her. I kind of want to run 4, because I really don't like running less than 4 of Legion mates. Anyone who knows my philosophy on building old school Legion decks. So 3 is like the minimum that I would run for any Legion deck, because I don't want it to fail. Now, the only reason why I feel like this deck can get away with that is because Celestials particularly have a lot of ways of like cycling, swapping cards from their hand into the damage zone. So running 3 of this is okay. But yeah, you don't want to, like, if you ride one of these, it's kind of bad. So that's the only bad thing. So 3 of this, and then 2 Emergency Celestial Daniel. I prefer to run 3 of it, but I am running the Legion mate. If I do go to running Ramiel Reverse as my other Grade 3 and don't run this at all, then I would bump her to 3 and I wouldn't run that at all. I would probably run a different lineup. So next, 2 Candle Celestial Sariel. Sariel's still pretty good because she does work well with the new Grade 2 that they got, because she cycles stuff into the damage zone, and she does also help to set up your Helm's Limit Break skill, Batrail skill, all that sort of stuff. So 2 of her. Then 4 of the new cards. So Frontal Celestial Malajal. So she is basically the nurse, the broken heart for the Celestials. That's the reason why I'm running the Grade 3 lineup that I'm running. Like I said, the only thing I don't like too much is the Legion right now, because of having to run the Legion mate. I don't really want to run the Legion mate. But yeah, this card, with either of them, with your Michael Stride, your rescue skills, this card's really good. So that's why we run 4 of it. It's probably the best out of all the grade 2s that they have right now. It's probably the best one. It allows Celestials to still be able to gain power columns without running Zerakiel. So that's the grade 2s. For the grade 1s, I am running 4 Adamantine Celestial Anneal. So just the Celestial, Perfect Guard. It's good. It's an old school Perfect Guard. It can protect your rear guards if you have to. So there's no reason why you shouldn't run this. Next, 4 Nursing Celestial Nariel. So Nariel is your no-seal essential. Like, it's like no-seal stuff. When you place it, you take a Celestial from your hand, you put it in the damage, then you pick any card you want. And the key thing is you don't have to pick a Celestial and put it in your hand. It can be any Angel Feather. But you just have to put a Celestial into the damage zone. Often people forget that. So it does allow you to mix and match the deck a little bit more, but it's still Celestial focused. Next, 4 of the Confident Celestial Rumjaw. So ideally, you probably only need like 3 or 2 of this, because you are running the Legion. That's why I feel like I may switch to Ramiel Reverse in here, because of the not having to need this, and I can run a better grade 2 lineup probably. And it would make this card more relevant. But 4 of this, because I don't have any extra Stride Fodder, so I can't put Stride Fodder in here because they're all in my Gavril deck. So 4 of that. I guess you could also run the 10k grade 1 attacker for Celestials, because I know that's another viable option. Then 2 Celestial Emergency Pegasus. This is the card that they use to... when it's placed on G, you can search your deck for basically the same card that's on the Vanguard Circle. So you always want to use this when you're already at grade 3. So regardless whichever one you ride, if you block with this that turn, it's kind of like the no-seal grade 1. You put it on the Guardian Circle. So then you're going to pick this. Let's say this is the Vanguard. Then you pick a Helm out of the deck and you put it in the damage zone. So it's able to make this live. With the Limit Break Enabler, that's pretty good. Legion, it's also good to set it up to have this in there. So 2 of it. But Stride Fodder is probably kind of needed in here, I feel, because you do have to put your grade 3s in the damage zone, so it kind of hurts them a little bit. For the trigger lineup, 1 Refros. He's just really good with this card. Same way he's really good with Broken Heart. Same reason. So that's why we run 1 of him. We're only allowed to run 1, so really good. He also is basically kind of like an unflipper in a way. And then 3 Celestial Stands, just to have some stands, so you have 4 stand. And then Celestial Criticals, the newer one with the effect. And then the Celestial Heals. And the starter is First Aid Celestial Peniel. So this starter has been the same starter they have for like a couple years now, actually. Probably coming up to be like, what, 3 years with Celestial Peniel? Wow. For the Stride deck, 2 Holy Celestial Mikael. So this is the Celestial Stride unit. It's good with the new grade 2 because it does cycle stuff and then calls. So kind of like how most Angel Feather decks do those sort of things these days. Then I am running for the Gavril, Black Seraph Gavril. It's the only card I have that has the rescue ability in this deck that actually does something, that actually uses the rescue effect. Then 1 Uriel and 1 Raziel. You can use these, so that's why they're in here. And then again, 2 Zerakiel. I'm just carrying over mostly most of the Stride deck from my Gavril deck. And then 2 Raphael for healing. Then you have 2 of your Ophiel. So this is more likely to go off in here because in this deck, you unless you have Limit Break Enabler, you tend to go up to 4 damage earlier. And then you block and to do stuff. And then 2 Surreal. So that's basically it. That's Celestials in a nutshell. Let me know what you guys think of the sub-clan. Do you think that they are better than, I guess, insert whatever Angel Feather build that you can think of besides the Gavril one? So let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.